Good evening, everyone. For my presentation, I will be discussing market assessment techniques, specifically in the industrial sector with an eye towards green development and investment. The information presented is based on the article titled Identifying Opportunities and Starting to Build a New Green Business in the Industrial Sector by Dorothy Herring, Harsha Krishnamurthy, Aaron Levy, Shavika Sadev, and Thorsten Schleier. Per McKinsey & Company, there are 5 market assessment techniques for firms looking to invest in opportunities or businesses in the green industrial sector. The sector is still new, and there are challenges to investment, such as evolving regulations and lack of information about market size. These 5 techniques are as follows. Firstly, assessing the value prospects. Secondly, identifying important technology and infrastructure enablers. Third, basing priorities on climate impact and technological maturity. Fourth, aligning with future policies and regulations. And last but not least, defining a strong business case and plan. Employing these techniques will allow a company to make informed decisions about opportunities and investments and will help to reduce risk. When assessing market techniques, it is crucial to start with the assessment of value prospects. Due to the newness of the green industrial sector, there are many different markets to invest into, not all of which would be a good decision. If value prospects are not identified prior to entry, then a firm runs the risk of making a poor investment. A well thought out value assessment will take many different sectors and themes in order to find the market with the most potential. The second step in assessing a market is to look at the technology and infrastructure available, both current and in the near future. A market might have good value, but technology could still be in the process of development, thus making for a potentially bad market entry. Infrastructure is also an important aspect to assess. Developed infrastructure is just as crucial to a successful market as technology. When looking at market entry, a company will already have a set of developed technology and infrastructure. This should be analyzed to determine if any of its current technology is complementary to the market it is looking to enter. Market assessment also needs to look at technological maturity and, in this specific green industrial sector, climate impact of certain markets/actions. Some markets may appear to have great potential, but technology may have not quite caught up to the current ideas. Other markets may have full technology portfolios, offering less technological development that needs to be completed before products or advancements are made in the sector. Specific to the green industrial sector, climate impact during manufacturing needs to be assessed. If the goal of the market is to be as green and renewable as possible, it would be a poor investment to look at market entry into a sector that creates more pollution problems than it solves. Looking to future policies and regulations are crucial in a market assessment. Policies and regulations have the power to make significant changes to a business plan or operation overnight and must be anticipated in advance as much as possible. A good example of a policy that made a big change in the world is the REACH policy that came from the EU concerning chemicals. REACH took 6 years to work through and implement the regulations contained in, but has since started to cause many businesses to either lose out on specific markets if they did not make significant changes to their products, or has caused many businesses to spend large sums of money on testing, compliance, and investigations into their supply chains. A small company could spend a minimum of $940 to get registered, while some larger companies spend upwards of £500,000. Without a looking forward market assessment, REACH could have been easily missed, which in turn could have cost a company thousands and in some cases much, much more. The last technique involves developing a strong business case or plan. This is where all of the information gathered in the previous steps comes together and is evaluated to determine if market entry is a good idea or if it's a bad idea. A strong business case will contain information such as business needs, products produced, expected entry strategy, and organizational impacts. To summarize, when looking at market entry into the specific green industrial sector, these tips can help to ensure that market entry is as successful as possible. Different assessment techniques might need to be used depending on the specific sector, but the important aspect of a market study is making sure that it's actually done. Here's my references that I used. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good night, and I look forward to hearing your comments.